Kathy Hilton is ecstatic about having Rachel Zoe join Real Housewives of Beverly Hills. She thinks she's a perfect addition and is looking forward to shooting with her. Kathy has been a part of RHOBH in various capacities throughout the years. While she enjoys it, she's fine being a friend of the show and not joining full-time. She's content joining the events and trips with the ladies and filming sporadically, and now it looks like she'll have another buddy in the show. Kathy Hilton's happy to see Rachel Zoe on the RHOBH cast. While chatting about her new jewelry collection for summer 2025 with Anna Zuckerman, Kathy told Briefing on Bravo that she has already previously filmed with Rachel. "We've already filmed a few times together," she said. "She's fabulous. And even more than just thinking she's awesome, Kathy also considers Rachel family. She's family," Kathy said. "It's going to be great. She's a great addition." In fact, when Rachel's casting was announced, Kathy took to Instagram to share her elation at the good news. She posted a photo of the two of them together and wrote on the caption, "Excited to share this journey with you. As always, we will have the most amazing time. Love you to pieces." And it's not just Kathy that thinks Rachel is going to be a good addition. Andy Cohen is also looking forward to Rachel on RHOBH, calling her a perfect fit for the franchise. He noted that Rachel was already friends with Kathy, Kyle Richards, and Bazoma St. John. She even knows Jennifer Tilly, so it should be seamless for her. Rachel's casting comes on the heels of Garcelle Beauvais' exit from the franchise. While it's sad to lose Garcelle, Rachel should be an interesting addition to the show. Diamonds, drama, and designer dreams. Kathy Hilton reacts to Rachel Zoe's RHOBH cast announcement. The Los Angeles sky glimmered with a golden glow as the sun dipped low over Beverly Hills, painting a portrait of glamour that could only exist in a city where reality TV reigns supreme. Somewhere nestled within the manicured hills and ivy-covered estates, the Hilton estate buzzed with a different kind of energy, a celebratory sort. Inside the grand foyer, where chandeliers the size of small cars cast a sparkling kaleidoscope of light across the marble floor, Kathy Hilton stood before an ornate mirror adjusting a necklace from her brand-new summer jewelry line. Dressed in a powder blue caftan with diamond-studded sandals and her signature blonde bob immaculately coiffed, she turned to her assistant with a sly smile. "Darling," she said, picking up a flute of champagne from the tray held by a uniformed butler, "this might be my favorite season yet." She wasn't talking about summer. She was talking about the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills, and more specifically, the franchise's latest and most buzzed-about addition, fashion icon Rachel Zoe. Kathy had just wrapped an interview with Briefing on Bravo, her favorite guilty pleasure/media partner. While they were technically there to talk about her jewelry collection with Anna Zuckerman, sparkling baubles inspired by vintage Palm Springs and French Riviera glam, naturally, the conversation had drifted toward housewives territory, and Kathy was ready. The casting heard around Beverly Hills. When the announcement broke that Rachel Zoe, stylist to the stars and walking couture encyclopedia, was joining the cast of the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills, the internet broke faster than a Birkin bag sale at Hermes. Fashionistas gasped. Bravo fans clutched their wine glasses, and in her Bel Air salon, Kathy Hilton smiled with a kind of knowing sparkle that only a true housewife veteran could possess. "Oh, we've already filmed a few times together," she told Briefing on Bravo during her sit-down. "She's fabulous. She's family." The interviewer leaned in, clearly trying to hold back the giddy questions bursting like popcorn behind their professional facade. "Wait, you've already filmed together, so she's already been in front of the Bravo cameras." Kathy nodded with the smooth confidence of someone who had seen it all: diamonds, drama, divorces, and more. "We've done a couple of events, lunches, charity things. Very chic, very Rachel. She fits in like she was always meant to be part of this world. And in many ways she was. A fashion fairy tale. Rachel Zoe wasn't just another stylish woman in Beverly Hills. She was a living, breathing fashion institution. She dressed everyone from Nicole Richie to Cameron Diaz, curated red carpet looks that made Oscar history, and coined catchphrases like "I die" that had become canon in pop culture. So it made sense that Bravo, eager to reinvigorate RHOBH after a few tumultuous seasons, would tap into a name that was already on the lips of luxury lovers across the country. But what most people didn't know was that Rachel had long been a quiet fixture in that RHOBH inner circle. "She and I have been close for years," Kathy told the interviewer. "She's been at my holiday parties, the fashion fundraisers, everything. She knows Kyle, she knows Bazoma. Even Jennifer Tilly is a friend. So this isn't a forced fit. It's organic. It's real." As the news spread, Andy Cohen himself couldn't help but weigh in. "She's a perfect fit," he said during an appearance on Watch What Happens Live. "She's fashionable, opinionated, knows the cast already, and brings her own empire with her. We're all excited to see what she brings to the table." What she was bringing, it seemed, was a wardrobe worth $1 million, a Rolodex of A-listers, and a history with many of the housewives, especially Kathy, that ran deeper than fans realized. Diamonds and dinners. Behind the scenes, Bravo cameras had already started rolling weeks before the announcement. Rumors had swirled for months, with paparazzi photos catching Kathy and Rachel dining at the Ivy, clinking glasses at private trunk shows, and even laughing together at a high-profile charity gala in Malibu. "Those were real moments," Kathy insisted. "We weren't staging anything. I've known Rachel forever. We talk about our kids, our work, and of course, clothes. So filming with her, it's just a continuation of our actual friendship." Insiders claimed Rachel had already filmed with most of the core cast, seamlessly integrating into the ever-shifting power dynamics of the show. One source hinted at a particularly heated but stylish moment between Rachel and Crystal Kung Minkoff over vintage couture authenticity. Another said that Rachel and Dorrit Kemsley bonded instantly over fashion, and may even be collaborating on a capsule collection. But Kathy, ever the peacemaker and queen of soft diplomacy, waved off talk of drama. "She's not here for petty fights. She's got bigger things on her mind, her brand, her family, her vision. But if someone comes for her, oh, she'll handle it. Rachel doesn't need to scream to make a statement." Garcelle's departure, a new era begins. Of course, Rachel's arrival came with a bittersweet twist. The departure of Garcelle Beauvais, a fan favorite who brought grace and grounded wisdom to the sometimes frenzied cast. "We'll all miss Garcelle," Kathy admitted. "She's class all the way, but life moves on, and I think Rachel brings something fresh, something exciting, a new chapter." The chapter would begin with the upcoming girls' trip to Capri, an opulent getaway organized by Lisa Rinna, now back in a guest star capacity, and funded by a luxury hotel chain hoping for prime placement. Rachel, of course, had already arranged for bespoke vacation wardrobes for the entire group. "She's bringing a team," said one producer. "Think of it like a mobile glam squad, but with a runway show every night." The producers were giddy, the fans were intrigued, and Kathy was thriving. Instagram confessions and sisterly bonds. When Rachel's casting was officially announced on Bravo's Instagram page, Kathy wasted no time. She posted a sun-drenched photo of the two of them at a rooftop brunch, both in oversized sunglasses, sipping rosé. Caption: "Excited to share this journey with you. As always, we will have the most amazing time. Love you to pieces. RHOBH, Rachel Zoe, Sisterson style." The comments exploded. Yes, queens. Finally some real fashion on RHOBH. Watch out, Dorrit. But beyond the glitz and the captions, Kathy's joy seemed deeply genuine. Rachel wasn't just a co-star. She was someone Kathy considered family. "She's been there through a lot," Kathy said later. "Our kids grew up together. We've shared holidays, heartbreaks, milestones. So seeing her step into this new role, it feels right. Behind the veil, the question remained, would Rachel Zoe survive the Bravo machine? Kathy thought so. No, she knew so. She's smart, Kathy said. She knows how to play the game without losing herself. That's rare, and she's doing it on her terms. There would be drama, of course. This was RHOBH after all. But with Rachel's entrance came the promise of a return to what fans loved most: aspirational glamour, authentic friendships, and sharp dialogue that cut deeper than the diamonds. Filming continued, the storylines unfolded, and Kathy remained content in her role as a friend of the housewives, popping in for lavish luncheons, trips to Paris, and the occasional chaotic dinner party. I love dipping in and out, she laughed. I don't need to be there every day, but with Rachel on board, I might just stick around a little longer. Season premiere and champagne toasts. By the time the RHOB season premiere rolled around, Bravo had pulled out all the stops. The red carpet event at Chateau Marmont shimmered like a scene from a 1940s noir film. Old Hollywood glamour mixed with new age influencer sparkle. Rachel arrived in custom Valentino. Kathy sparkled in her own jewelry, laughing as flashbulbs popped. We're just getting started, Kathy whispered as she clinked glasses with Rachel.